Hey, Mr. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm here with Peter, and he took second place at our fourth MSU locals of the semester. What were you playing today?
I was playing Shizu Tearlaments with some spice.
All right, let's take a look at your profile.
So the spice is we got the Crystal Beast, we got
right.
the Goat, the Turtle, and then the Foolish Goods, and then we have the Rainbow Bridge of Salvation. I like this card because it was just an easier out to like search for the planets. But in the case where if I had it in hand, it ended up as a break. But you know what? I was very bored and wanted to like take a step back on tier for a bit and just take a minute to like think about more of what I was doing. So I think this package got me to do just that. So it got me second. I was pretty happy with that. But I was pretty happy with this to like slow down a bit. And then the standard tiers, 2 Renahars, 3 Havness, 3 Merly, and 3 Sharon. No explanations, just the standard package. For the Ishizu cards, we max out on the Ishizu cards. So we have the 3 Agitos, 3 Kaldo, 3 Medora, 3 Kelbeck, and I did the maximizations of the Ishizu cards for Diviner and Orange Light.
Okay.
So yeah, it's because this is just an easier way to like make Baron in the case that like you dispose like Orange Light or any of the Ishizu cards to have like the 10. Because if you dump the Orange Light, that's a 4, and then you have Guru, that's going to be the 10. And then the 4 makes a 6, and then assuming that you have something like Sheeran or Renahart, you have that 10. So.
Cool. How have you been enjoying the Baron package?
Me personally, I just don't like playing Diviner that much because in the exception that like I just keep getting like negate, and then all of a sudden I need a normal summon, and then I just wasted a normal summon. So,
Okay.
Because ideally, if I have like something like Renahart, ideally want to have Renahart to normal summon rather than Diviner. But sometimes if I wanted to make like something like Elf, it was a little bit harder because just for the 2. But yeah, I'm still experimenting with this package, but we'll see how it goes, and I'm still testing it. So far, I just don't like it.
Yeah, I was about to say, so if you had Elf, and then you had Merlin and Diviner, would you usually summon Diviner, or is it always like Merlin you're summoning specifically?
Say that one more time?
If you have Elf,
Yeah.
Merlin's in graveyard and Diviner's
Yeah.
in graveyard, which one are you choosing?
Depending on the case. So if I have like a 4, I'd probably want to target the Diviner just to make the Baron. But if there's like if I haven't used Merly effect, and there's no 4, then I'm using Merly's effect to mill the 3.
Yeah, sure. But then when you pass it back to your opponent as well, too, you always look at this
Yeah.
anyway. So Diviner's is like
Yeah, but it's a tricky, sticky situation. But yeah, even then, if it's the opponent's turn, then I can use Elf Effect Revive Merly and just hope to God they don't Bastille. And then
you're gonna Bastille your Diviner anyway. It's a light.
yeah, that's true.
My God.
But also with this package, we do Exchange of the Spirit and then the Gravekeeper's Trap.
Okay.
This is the Abyss Dweller, dude.
This is egregious.
This is the Abyss Dweller. So like if you have this, you can do a couple of things. So if you mill off Kelbeck and Agito, you get to tell your opponent to mill 10.
Okay.
And then with this, if this is in here, your opponent can't do anything in the graveyard. So it's basically a free dweller, and kind of weird. 2 bricks, but
Yeah. Seems like you're running a lot of
It's
bricks.
like 4,000 bricks in there.
no, it's okay, dude. The turtle is clutch.
When it goes off, it goes off. though,
Exactly,
right?
the turtle's
It's
amazing.
an aqua, so it can't fulfill kit. Which
Yeah.
Then for the tier spells and traps, we have 3 Valorino, Heartbeat, Scream, and Soliak.
Okay. No crime.
No crime, that's gonna be in the side. This should have been Soliak, but you live and you learn when you're experimenting and testing. So, wish that was a Soliak.
Okay, for sure.
And then just the other 2 spells, standards you gotta play,
Yeah.
Terra, and then the God card.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like tasking gives you 4 copies of each one next format.
But one thing I will say, my first mistake when I had Instant Fusion, I like shotgun it and like used it to make Kit fast, and then Emperor, I'm like, okay. But
Yeah.
I use this as a like last resort from now on. So,
Yeah, I wonder who taught you that one.
shouts to Dustin. Then for the extra deck, we got the 3 tiers. So we have Kikalos, Rukalos, and Kawaii Heart. And the super poly targets, we have Madragon, Karura, and Darkus Depalia. Then we have the Baron de Fleur. Next we have the Dweller, Broguska, Zeus, and then we do 5 links. So the 5 links that I'm playing are Dark, IP, Elf, Sprint, and this is a weird one, but I do Avermax.
Okay.
So usually if I have Elf and IP, I'm using this to link off for like Avermax. So, but Avermax.
What's the Avermax for?
Just a big body. I was like, you know what? Because I've seen a lot of people when they have like IP and Elf on board, I just didn't know what they were doing until finally the realization's like, oh, it's Sprint. I am new to this. So then.
Or they'll do the IP Elf into something like
like-
Alphaloosa or Unicorn.
I've seen some people do. I've seen some people do like Borla Dragon. That one's a weird one. I don't know why people play. I mean, I saw it like once. Yeah.
So Borload is meant to it's like meant to like ally big body monsters. So it steals them. Like if they have an Avermax on board, they just attack deck and then they steal it.
That was yeah. I was always weirded out when people ended on Elf and IP, so I was like, you know what, let's just learn Avermax, and this won me a game. So
I double sleeved it because it's cross
I was pretty happy with it.
This is so good.
Not my homeboy Avermax.
And then for the side deck, we have Green Beerus, followed by the God Token. 2 Super Polys, 2 Dark Holes, 2 Lightning Storms, 3 Evenly Matched. I did this instead of the Bystials because I didn't know what to expect out of most of the decks that we were playing at the locals. So there was like Branded Bystials, and then Predaplant Branded, and then there's another weird one, and the Riketsu Novelin. I just didn't know what any of those did, so I used this as like a safety mechanism, and it's like, okay, this can save me, so
Yeah.
which I used every single game and got me every single game, so I was pretty happy with that.
Cool.
And then 2 skill drains, and then the 1 crime.
How have you been liking like crime in the side as opposed to the main?
So I'm doing like interchangeably. Like if there were times where, like let's say if I'm playing against like the Kosh player and then they out the kit like through Unicorn, then there were times where like, oh no, because that's Banish face down. Okay, my bad. But
It's just that they like Bystial it.
yeah, so if they Bystial it, then yeah, it's just easier way to get back on the board,
Okay.
or back to decking and everything.
Yeah.
I'm still testing this out. I'm still doing 2 Celiacs just to be safe in terms of like milling off and then the add, or if I just wanted to use it for the back
Target negate, yeah.
So that's the 50 cards I think.
Cool.
And that's really it.
Awesome. Well, did you have any shout outs you wanted to give?
Shouts to Dustin, my father. Like, dude, he is clutch. I appreciate. No, I appreciate you, dude. I love you so much.
TLDR.
He did not.
Not tell him to play.
Yeah,
any
no,
of this.
I was gonna say like, he didn't tell me to do any of this, but what he's done is try to get me to be thinking of a little bit more competitively, think a lot more clearly of what the interactions that I should be like doing against other opponents, getting me to think outside the box a little bit too, because there were some situations where I was playing and then I was like, oh, pass, and then I could have done with a lot more follow-up. So, shouts to Dustin, shouts to Ben. I love you too. Like, I appreciate you too. Like, you guys have gotten me to think a lot for the game. Even though you like whooped me my very first Yu-Gi-Oh match. That is an interesting story, but that's a story for another time. So, all shouts to them. Shouts to Nick, Jax, and Dylan from Legend Sports and Games. I appreciate you guys. Shouts to Evolution Games in Lansing, Michigan. Shouts to Red and Cody as well. And then shouts to my mom, as always. Shouts to her. And then shouts to Michigan State Yu-Gi-Oh! Shouts to everyone that's there. Shouts to them hosting everything. Shouts to everything that they've done for Michigan State in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! I appreciate everything out of them. I appreciate everybody with the theories. I appreciate everyone to getting me to think a little bit more differently playing the game too. Definitely check out the deck profiles, and if you're in Michigan, definitely come and swing by. We'd love to have you. We'd love to play with you, and we'd love to just duel. That's really it.
Every Monday, 404 Wilson Road.
Exactly.
Comarts, room 151. Show up.
All right.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Peter. Thanks for showing us your deck profile. We hope to see you again sometime soon.